Hello everyone. We have started class 10th chapter number 3 metals and non-metals. In my last video we have completed the chemical properties of the metals. Now we will start today chemical properties of non-metals. See, whenever any of the non-metal form the negatively charged ion, by gaining the electron they will release the energy. For example, when chlorine gains one electron, they will form the negatively charged of the chlorine and they will release the energy. First is a reaction with the oxygen. They will form the covalent compound acidic or the neutral oxide. First of all, we will discuss the acidic oxide. When carbon combines with the oxygen, they will form the acidic oxide of the carbon dioxide gas. Carbon dioxide, when they combine with the water, they will form the carbonic acid H2CO. 3. Sulfur with oxygen, sulfur dioxide gas plus water, they will form the sulfurous acid. Phosphorus plus oxygen combined with the P4O10, and when they combine with the water they will form the orthophosphoric acid. Next is a neutral oxide. See, when carbon combined with oxygen they will form the carbon monoxide neutral oxide. When acidic oxide is a carbon dioxide gas, when the neutral oxide gas is a carbon monoxide. When the hydrogen combines with the oxygen and when we pass electricity into it, they will form the water. Nitrogen, when they combine with the oxygen, they will form the nitrogen oxide gas. Second property is a reaction with the water. When the fluorine combined with the water, they will form the hydrogen fluoro, and fluoride and oxygen will be released. And the reaction with dilute acid, they do not react with the dilute acid to displace hydrogen. Next is reaction with chlorine. When hydrogen gas combined with the chlorine, they will form the hydrogen chloride acid. And the phosphorus, when they combine with the chlorine, they will form the PClO3. Reaction with the hydrogen, when they combine with the compounded sulfur S8, they will form the hydrogen sulfide gas. When nitrogen, they combine with the hydrogen gas and iron catalyst has been released. When we heat up, they will form the ammonia. Now reaction with the salt. NaBr combined with the chlorine, they will form the NaCl plus bromine gases has been released. Potassium iodide, when they combine with the chlorine, potassium chloride and iodine gas has been released. Oxidizing behavior. Water always combined with the fluorine, they will form the hydrogen fluoride and oxygen has been released. Compounded sulfur combines with the fluorine gas, they will form the SF6. P4 combined with the F2, they will form PF5. Now the metals and non-metals react. The force which hold a number of atoms together within a compound or the molecule is called the chemical bond. Now what do you mean by chemical bond? That's the force, number of the atoms and the molecules they combine together, they hold together, they will form the chemical compound. They form duplet, that is 2 electrons in the outermost shell, octet, 8 electrons in the outermost shell. Now the stability of the noble gases depends on the duplets of the electrons. For example, helium. See, total K, L, N, N, O, P shells are, we already have studied in the chapter number 3 in class 9th. See, helium has a 2 atomic number, so 2 electrons are there in the outermost shell. Neon 10, 2, 8, valency has been completed. Argon 18, 2, 8, 8. Krypton 36, 2, 8, 18, 8. Xenon 54, 2, 8, 18, 18, 8. Radon 86, 2, 8, 18, 32, 18, 8. Now the see, other than the noble gases, lithium has a 3, 2, 1. 1 electron is present in outermost shell of the L shell. Sodium 11, 281, magnesium 12, 282, aluminium 283, 19, potassium 2881, calcium 20, 2882, nitrogen 725, oxygen 826, fluorine 927, phosphorus 15, 285, sulfur 16, 286, chlorine 17, 287. Now the modes of the chemical composition. See, by the transfer of the electrons from one atom to the another, they will form the ionic compound, that is called the electrovalent valent bond. By sharing the electrons between two electrons is called the covalent bond. When we share together, they will form the covalent. When we transfer the one electron to the another, that is called the electrovalent bond. See, now we will do the electron dot representation, that is a Lewis symbols. Already we have done in class 9th, but we will revise it thoroughly. Hydrogen 1 electron, only K shell 1, only valence shell 1 electron, so hydrogen 1 dot, or H you can represent like this also. Helium 2 like this you can make your own table. Now the formation of the ionic and the electrovalent compound. A chemical bond formed between two electrons by complete transfer of the electrons from one atom to the another so as to complete their octet, so as to complete their outermost shell, or you can say octet, and acquire the nearest noble gas configuration is called the ionic or the electrovalent bond. The number of the electrons lost or the gained by an atom is called the electrovalency. For example, we will do the one example. Next you have to try yourself. First is the formation of the sodium chloride. See, sodium has 11 electron and in the outermost shell only 1 electron is present. Its valency is 281. Na symbol you already know. Na positive plus 1 electron. Sodium can lose 1 electron, and chlorine is 17287. Now chlorine has a tendency to gain 1 electron to complete their octet. Chlorine gains 1 electron, they will form the negatively charged. So sodium plus chlorine, they will form, sodium gain the positive charge and sodium chloride gains the negative charge, and they combine form the sodium chloride. Now you can do another examples also. KCl, lithium fluoride, magnesium chloride, and the same as a calcium chloride. Magnesium oxide, same example is the calcium oxide and the sodium oxide. You have to do yourself. Next is the properties of the electrovalent compounds, or you can say ionic compounds. They are crystalline solids. They are hard because of the strong electrostatic forces of attraction. They are brittle and break into the pieces. They are soluble in water. They have high melting and boiling point. They give color to the flame. They do not conduct electricity. They produce free ions in the solution. That's all, my dear students. In my next video, we will discuss the occurrence of the metals. And don't forget to share my channel and subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you.